would imagine you would do the best Jamie Tart impression out of anybody on planet Earth, surely.
That's my lazy Halloween costume when I do that. It's just like, I'm literally a me. I don't know what you want from her. I'm just me.
He just did it then. He just did it then. Now, you may recognise our next guest from, I think the two biggest shows that our next guest has been on, obviously Ted Lasso and the Chris Moyles Show.
That's right.
So it's nice to welcome back Mr. Phil Dunster.
Welcome back, Phil.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for having me.
Are you all right?
I'm good, yeah.
You've got your headphones on at a jaunty angle.
I like it.
Well, what's funny is...
You put one on and one off.
Is when... Because we were talking before we came on just now. You sound very... you sound very different.
Butch.
In the... Yeah, you do.
Yeah, thank you.
You sound very authoritative in the headphones.
And are you saying when you take the headphones off?
So I've got one on... It's one on, one off. Just to keep things real.
Yeah.
I'm the same. I'm a one on, one off. I do that.
Oh yeah.
I think that's so weird.
No, otherwise you sound too.
So you've gone back.
Radio-y.
I've gone forward.
Yeah.
I feel like because I'm with radio DJs. I feel like I'm doing a
legendary broadcasters, if you don't mind.
Yeah. So we do insist on that.
Thank you. Radio legends. Yeah, that's what we are.
It's a legacy.
Yeah, you laugh it up, but we're kind of a big deal.
It's easier to say DJ, isn't it?
It is actually. It is easier.
How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm very well. I feel like I'm ready for Christmas.
Oh,
do you feel like you're ready for Christmas?
Are you?
It's cold. It's taken a turn.
It feels Christmassy, but
here's the thing: is that the moment that Halloween's over, I'm like, get in. I'm not a fan of Halloween, and then I'm not. In the lead up to it, to Christmas, you're looking at me askance.
So in November, you're like, yeah, Christmas.
Get in there, and now we are at the tail end, the butt end of November. I feel like there's a chill in the air and there's a twinkle in my eye.
Have you done any shopping for Christmas?
No. I won't be organised.
How old are you?
32.
Do you do Christmas cards?
No, but my mum did still make me a stocking.
Oh, I love that.
That's lovely.
Yes.
Your mum, not Father Christmas?
Yeah, a bit of both, isn't it?
Right, yeah.
Well, we get two.
You get your mum does your stocking as a lovely thing, and that's Father Christmas, obviously.
Gives you your actual
just
present.
sort of supplementary stocking.
Yeah, we do. Tiff and I do stockings.
Yeah.
It's not appropriate for me to talk about that.
At Christmas or...
That was March, though. So yeah, it doesn't matter.
And what will be the plan for Christmas?
Plan for Christmas, we are going to be with Ellie, my parents' family, for a bit. We went to India last year and did like one of those, in a hot country.
Oh, great.
I'm looking forward to being hopefully freezing.
Was it nice being in a hot country at Christmas? I've never done it.
It was, but it was more like, and it's also Christmas Day. Oh, that's weird. We sat down and did some presents and then went and had a balti. Well,
as you do. Yeah.
It's not very Christmassy.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Was it a turkey balti, though? Was it like keep a bit of tradition? Yeah. I've done the opposite. I've done the ice hotel.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
For Christmas a few years ago.
Oh, right.
And that's really cold.
Yeah.
Imagine.
You land at the airport, it's -18, and you're like, oh, I don't know if we've thought this through properly. And then you're only allowed to sleep in the ice hotel for one night.
Right. Because it's too cold.
Because it's too cold.
Really?
It seems...
So you get a normal hotel-y room, they have these little chalets and stuff, and then for the one night you go and sleep on essentially a block of ice.
I'm all up for new experiences, but what's the point?
That's a good one. Good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They never tell you.
Okay.
No, they never explain.
No.
The idea is that, you're sleeping in a hotel that is essentially carved out of ice and then will eventually melt and then they'll remake it for the next year.
Yeah. Right, okay. That seems quite like...
But it's cold, just like all the time. Like, and you've got to proper layer up.
Yeah.
And then there's like a little restaurant-y bar area they have. And you go into that, but the fires are raging. So you're too warm, so you got to take all your stuff off. And then not all of it off, obviously. Yeah. And then
just your stockings are left.
If you're really cool like me and you smoke, then you've got to layer all back up again, go outside, have a cigarette, you freeze it, then you come back in again. You just think, this is ludicrous, But it was all right. It was okay.
Yeah.
It was all right.
You're not rushing to get back though, are you?
It's done it now.
Yeah, done it. That's it. You tick the box, haven't you?
Done it. Yeah. What I need now is to go somewhere warm for Christmas.
Go to India. It was amazing. We had a wonderful time.
I've never been. James went and was violently sick when he got back.
Yeah.
When you got back?
When I got back, yeah. Do you know what I did? I had some ice cubes
That was a mistake. It's because he'd been sleeping on them. That's probably the problem.
Your left arm swelled up, didn't it?
Yeah.
Very
Oh, he's
weird.
properly ill.
Yeah.
Sorry, just remind everyone, we're on the air.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I think,
Well, Phil's been in so often, it's like a friend of the show, isn't it?
Again.
Sorry,
It's like
Phil.
catching up. Pooh story. So.
now, what's going on with you? Because now you're doing a night,
I am. An evening.
with Phil Dunster and friends.
Yeah.
Sunday the 24th of November. This Sunday.
Yeah.
Is this a good idea? Have you thought it through?
It's a brilliant idea. It's great because I've got really funny people to do really funny things. I've got really brilliant singers, musicians. We've got the composer from Ted Lasso. He's going to be at MD, Tom Howe.
Oh, wow.
The guy who did, that guy.
Are you going to sing?
You will.
Look at you.
I'll be squawking. Yeah.
Will you do a couple of jokes?
Well, if you write them for me, then yeah.
No, you don't want that. Trust me.
I don't.
So why are you doing it?
Well, so we're doing it for Young Lives versus Cancer, which is a charity that I'm an ambassador for.
Right.
And I've been ambassador for them since my cousin, his little boy, passed away when he was 7 months.
Oh.
And it's just watching how their lives changed totally irrevocably afterwards, but seeing how they were helped by this amazing charity.
Right.
And how that's changed their lives. And Young Lives versus Cancer, they do so many things that, it'd be sort of too long to go on here, but they're just an incredible charity that just give these families dignity and understanding and help, financial help, psychological, whatever it is. They really are extraordinary people. And so that's why, I want to go and,
well, good for you. That's what a lovely thing to
and
do.
also, I can come on the radio and say that I'm a good guy.
Exactly.
Signal some virtues there.
But
But
he's just an excellent guy. That's
Chris,
what bloke, yeah.
Chris, please stop asking. It's charity work. I don't like talking about
listen,
it.
guys, please.
I will on national radio, but don't let talk anyway.
So this is taking place. Is it all sold out?
It's getting there.
Okay,
Nearly
so
done.
Victoria Palace Theatre in London. It's happening on Sunday night.
It is. We've got Aisling B. is doing some stand-up.
She's funny.
She's very funny.
Very funny.
Hey.
She's very, very funny.
Yeah.
We've got Alex Vargas playing some music.
Nice.
Becca, Zizi Stralin, star of stage.
Oh.
I'd say Dame in Waiting. That's how I think of her.
What, Panto Dame? Oh, no. You
Proper
meant,
Dame
I see what you mean.
Dame of the Realm?
Oh, sure. I don't know.
Is it Dame of the Realm?
is
I
that
guess it
what-
is. It's a Knight of the Realm, isn't it? It must be, yeah.
Dame of the Realm.
Yeah.
Dame of my heart. Anyway.
Okay.
It's certainly now and will be.
Who else is on with you?
We've got Ed MacArthur doing some musical comedy, and we've got Ravi's Dream, who are this unbelievable choir. They were on Britain's Got Talent a few years ago. Unbelievable choir. This boy who was diagnosed with a brain tumour.
Yes.
Yeah, you remember this?
Yeah.
He wanted to sing and got loads of his friends, some other people who were ill, some fighting cancer, their families, their social workers, and they made this choir, and it's so powerful. It's also great. They're really good.
Yeah, that's great.
But it's just beautiful, and so they're going to be on as well.
Dominic's worried for you for the show because if we look at the poster,
You're going to kick yourself, Phil.
there's you in a tuxedo there, and what you're doing is you're pouring some champagne into a champagne glass, but you're looking at the camera and I don't know if you know, you've missed the glass there, and you're pouring it over quite a hairy man's hand.
That's Nikesh
Silly
Patel.
Billy.
That's Nikesh Patel of Starstruck and Devil's Hour. That's his hand.
It's very hairy. It's hairy arms.
It looks hairier in this photo. Actually, I don't say that he's a particularly hairy person, but it
extra
does
hair.
look quite hairy. No, but it's a bit silly, isn't it? It's hopefully setting the tone.
If you want to go and see the show, go and get some tickets and go and see. Now, do you do any impressions? Do you do Jamie Tart?
I
the show?
don't really do impressions. Can you do an impression of a character that you do? I suppose.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, I would imagine you would do the best Jamie Tart impression out of anybody on planet Earth, surely.
That's my lazy Halloween costume when I do that. It's just like, I'm literally me. I don't know what you want from me. I'm just me.
He just did it then. He just did it then.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Maybe I'll do that then. Are you going to come on? Because I'm hearing that you've got a big gig.
I've got a stand-up night on Monday.
So this
Monday
could be a
night.
good warm-up.
Use this as a warm-up.
Yeah.
It's only
4 days away.
1,500 people.
That's how many?
1,500 people.
Oh, see, that's a lot.
Phil, have you rehearsed your night, presumably.
Yes.
Yes.
I have, because I think going in front of people and saying words apropos of nothing would be insane.
Yeah.
Yes,
Have you?
I have.
Okay.
Not probably as much as you have, but I've only rehearsed it to myself. Have you rehearsed it to other people?
I've done one or two, yeah.
Have you? So I haven't.
But mostly, yeah.
Because if they say it's rubbish, then you have to rewrite the whole thing. Whereas I'd rather just find out on the night.
Ignorant.
Wow, see, I think that's the wrong attitude. I really do.
Well, because in my head, when I do it to myself, walking my dog, which is that, all those things are true. Yeah. I take the dog around the block and I basically...
We're still on air.
Do it out loud.
I know. Bad at it.
It's funny in my head.
Yeah,
it's funny.
No.
But the thing is, I obviously I can't. I was saying earlier, you can't gauge what the audience reaction is going to be, so I don't allow for that bit. But
are you pausing for laughter?
Say again.
Sorry, I cut you off. See, that's you're not going to have someone doing that on stage.
No.
That was
I don't know.
You might be.
We're going to practice him. We're doing heckling after 9 o'clock.
Are you pausing for laughter on your walks?
No.
Are you practicing with a pretend microphone?
Yes. Weirdly, yeah.
What are you using?
My other hand. So I've got the lead in my right hand, my hand in my left hand,
right.
so to speak.
How's that work for you? Do you do this?
Weird.
2-2.
Are we on?
Hello?
Turn up a bit more Dom.
Have you done this yet, Dom, where you... and then put it back again?
Do that, actually. It's quite good.
When you on this evening with Phil Dunster, do you host the night, or because it's your name at the top, you just come on at the end?
Yeah, again, that's the real virtue signaling. It's just I get to put my name on the poster. No, I will be hosting it. I'm doing. I'm going to be bringing people on, doing bits and bobs in between, and also, doing my best to balance what the message is of you guys are here for a wonderful night. Let's give you a great night of entertainment, but also, I want to tell you the reason I, became involved with these guys. And
right. Don't drag it down, though.
Well, that's always the. That's
They've
always
bought the ticket. You've got their money.
It's a balance.
It is the balance, isn't it?
Just drag it down.
But then they can feel good about themselves.
Yes.
Well, they do already, because they've given the money. The money will go to Young Lives versus Cancer. That's great. Don't drag them down with all the negative stuff.
They could just watch it on YouTube if they wanted to.
Before a punchline, don't just say
feel something.
Something negative. Got to keep it light, love. Got to keep it light.
You don't like bad things in the world, do you?
I don't like
to keep everything positive.
I don't. I'm not very good with. Ironically, I'm not very good with negativity, despite being very negative for 3.5 hours a day for my job.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen.
That's gonna be great night.
Sunday night, if you're around, you can find tickets available at londontheatre.co.uk. And it's all for Young Lives versus Cancer. And if you want to know more about that, you can look on their website. I'll give you all the information that you need. Hopefully you don't need to contact them. But if you do, younglivescancer.org.uk. And that is on Sunday night. It's an evening with Phil Dunster. Will you pour champagne onto your man's hand during the show?
If you come and watch it, I'll do it.
Yeah. You should do that, Phil.
When is it? Sunday?
Sunday.
Victoria Palace Theatre. It's out of the way for me. That is. It's London, yeah?
Oh, in London.
Is it this side of the river?
Yeah. It's
okay.
It's
almost sold out, though, isn't it?
We're getting that.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, good for you, man. What a good thing to do.
Thanks, man. No, but it's gonna be really great. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And then after that, Christmas.
Have you?
Then Christmas, yeah.
Have you filmed this new HBO thing yet?
Not yet. That's next year. That's fun.
Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah.
Can we talk about that?
We can. So I don't know much about it, but
right. Well, Steve Carell's in it.
He is. Steve Carell's in it, and
it's amazing.
It's the same. One of the creators of Ted Lasso, Bill Lawrence, is the writer on it, or is sort of.
That's a good show.
It's good.
Have you seen that?
Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
I've watched it.
Have you watched them all?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, come on.
I don't know. You might
doing
not.
a show called An Evening with Phil Dunster and Friends. I put my name on the title. Of course, I've watched the show myself.
Yeah, but you might have been, I have someone edit just all my bits, so I could just watch those. Or I get someone to edit out all of my bits because I hate watching myself. So I've watched all of Ted Lasso, but no scenes with Jamie Tarting because I don't like watching myself.
Yeah. No,
that would be a weird thing.
Well, I say that. I've just gone double headphone and I can hear myself way too much, so I don't like that. That's too much.
Yeah, but
just
it gives you a sexy voice. Yeah, it gives you a sexy voice to microphone processing. That's what it's all about.
So did you have to audition for that one? Or did they just go, we'd just like you to be in it because the writers know you?
That one was, that was I knew Bill and we'd spoken about it.
Really?
Yeah, and he said, I've written a part, he's called Phil and he's British. Take a look at it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
That's the only reason. If my name wasn't Phil, I don't think that he would have searched anymore.
Here's what I've got. So it's Bill Lawrence who co-created Ted Lasso. It's for HBO. It stars you, and it stars Steve Carell in the Untitled HBO comedy series that has been given a 10-episode order. There's literally no information about this whatsoever. Yeah. And you're in it, and I'm like, hey, what? That sounds good. You're like, yeah, I don't really know anything about it.
Can you say what it's called even?
Untitled college, is it? Untitled
HBO comedy series.
Yeah, it sounds good.
I guess the way that it works is that they have a pilot script, so I've read that,
right,
and it's brilliant. It's really good. It's one of those where you read it and you go, well, this is perfect for Steve Carell. But they're in the writers' room at the minute creating the show, so they don't really know much about it.
Wow,
for a long time beforehand.
Tell them to put in a radio DJ called Chris, who's friends with British Phil.
Yeah, to be fair,
that's good.
And
have you met Steve?
Chris Evans will be on.
Yeah.
Who? We've met Steve Carell.
Yeah. How was he? What was it? When was that?
He came on the show a few years ago.
With Kristen Wiig, didn't he?
Yeah, and Kristen Wiig was running late, and so Steve and I decided that we would pretend that we were related. So when we came in, we played out the gag that we were related. And I'm like, Steve's my uncle. And she's like, oh my God, are you really? Yeah. And then
Steve was asking, how's your cousin Emmett?
Emmett.
No, he asked how Emmett was.
Emmett was.
Kristen thought it was a pet, and then I said that was my husband, and it took a really weird turn.
Right.
Yeah, we got very deep into the improv comedy.
But I don't think it was ever revealed that wasn't real, was it? So she's still pretty convinced.
Really good to see you. Good. Break a leg for Sunday.
Yeah.
Break a leg.
Thanks for having me on and listen to me talk about it.
You are more than welcome. Good luck with the champagne during the show. Don't spill it on your mate's hand.
And you will pick yourself.
And good luck with filming whatever it is you end up filming.
Yeah, who knows?
Right.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Phil Dunster.
Radio X.